Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to today's video. My Happy Mail yarn adventure from Sandy at Left Right Crochet, and it's starting to feel like Christmas. My week was, I don't know what you'd call it. I was coming home more and more depressed each day, and yesterday was Friday, today is Saturday morning. I left work a little earlier feeling really down in the dumps, and then my son came over with he checked the mailbox and he had Happy Mail for me from Sandy at Left Right Crochet. Yes, I opened it last night. I couldn't resist and I needed to be cheered up. This really is spectacularly cheered me up, and yes, I cried. And I'll probably cry again when I tell you about it. So first of all, when Thing saw the parcel, he said, "That's not what she paid US for postage to Australia, is it?" And I went, "Yes." And he went, "Wow, that would bring a tear to my eye." To translate the Aussie, my Thing doesn't use profanity a lot, but he tends to say that'll bring a tear to my eye quite a bit. And that means a lot of things, but for this reason it means he would cry if he had to part with that amount of cash for postage. So as you can imagine, the gift is really, really appreciated. So first of all, there's a card with lots of fish and sun stickers on it. Yes, I live in the tropics. That was in shells. That was really sweet. On the back too. The little card has boats, shells, fish. Yeah, look, it's so sweet. I can't read what's inside because I'll cry. It really touched my heart. It does say hugs from Sandy, Octavia, Oscar, Otto, and the gang. This will go with all my other cards that I'm keeping. This is just awesome. So I've been seeing what other people have got from Sandy, and like Debbie from Canadian Crocheter, I think Lisa at Lisa's Crochet. The last one I watched was Jo at Jo's Web, and really thought her gift was spectacular. But I have to admit, when I saw these, I thought, wow, I wouldn't mind one of those. So it comes in a lovely organza bag. And it is the keyring with my logo on it. Isn't that absolutely awesome? Handmade with love, just for you. Care instructions. It's acrylic. Jessica Gordon, Chess Crafts Customs LLC.com. You can scan the card into the website. It's got little tassels. That's just amazingly. My son was blown away. My Thing was just absolutely astounded. That is awesome. Sorry guys, there's a plane going over. We've got a lot of planes today because Far North Queensland, Cairns has agreed to take 500 more Aussies trying to make it home for Christmas into hotels in isolation north of here in Port Douglas. Sandy, this is absolutely beautiful. There is a ball of yarn on it. There it is. See that? It's just absolutely awesome and such a special gift. You really made my week. I can't thank you enough. I don't get to a lot of Sandy's live. I do watch her videos. I'm not great at watching lives back because I feel like something is missing. But occasionally I do make one of Sandy's lives during my lunch break. I'd pop in for a little while, give her a thumbs up, listen to some of the chat, try and participate while eating lunch and maybe doing a bit of crochet. But yeah, if you haven't checked Sandy's channel out, please do. It's Left Right Crochet with Sandy. I will leave a link to it, and thank you so much for sending the gift all the way down under. Just blew me away. So December markets for me, as I said, we're taking in more Aussies trying to get home for Christmas that have to go into hotel isolation in Port Douglas, which is about an hour, maybe an hour and a half north of here, where Cairns in our region, our number one industry is tourism. So as you can imagine, it is really struggling, and there are lots of families struggling. Port Douglas is a tourism town, and that's why they're heading up there. It's a little more isolated too, but very flash. So our council every year run a Christmas appeal, but this year they started in August, hoping to raise money for hampers for families that are really struggling in our region. Sorry, I thought I was going to have a hiccup. So basically, you can donate $65 for a family hamper or $35 for a singles or seniors hamper. And this year, we normally do a Christmas wish list and just put on it what we want, and the family go off and buy it. That's my immediate family here. But I decided we would, we spend far too much on Christmas on stuff. We could probably buy ourselves if we really wanted it. And I decided I'd set a budget per gift, per person. And that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to donate to the Regional Council's Christmas appeal. I slipped up because last night I said to my son, I wouldn't mind that on my Christmas list. And he went, no, it's over the budget. Can't have it. Don't put it on there. He's a stickler. I think he's more tight than anything. But anyway, December markets I'm hoping to do. It is raining today. I hope it's not wet because I have been making stuff for the December markets, and any net profit I make at my December markets I will also donate to the Regional Council Christmas appeal. So I'll share some finished objects. I bought this little dog and made him a little Lovey. And this dog upset me. I bought this one, which is a Dalmatian. When we lived in the north of WA, we had a Dalmatian, but he was deaf. Or we didn't realise until he was a bit older he was deaf. We all just thought he was naughty. But that's my neighbour doing something. Sorry. And his name was Otis. But my eldest son, who was probably a young teenager, about 14 or 15 then, taught him sign language, and he became the best behaved dog. Sign language. That's not why it's upset me. When I bought it, his ears were like that. And suddenly last night, this ear started doing that. And why does that upset me? Because that was Baxter, our dog that passed away in July's deformity. He had one ear that stuck up like that. And I was like, oh no, he's starting to look like Baxter. My son said that's Baxter letting you know he's still thinking of us. But yeah, I made this one for Christmas store. I sold a Christmas pudding tea cozy recently and got a request to make another one, except a bit bigger with a bigger cherry, and I've made this one. So that's pretty much, I've just got to put a button on the back to seal up there. So this is made in fisherman's wool, acrylic, and a pom-pom I bought in the shop. Pretty much my standard pattern for a plum pudding tea cozy. And then I started making scrunchies that I'm going to put, Christmas scrunchies, going to stack them on a toilet roller and gift wrap them like crackers and sell those. Because these are quite popular, little girls like them, and they're great stocking fillers for Christmas. So they were my Christmas gifts. The other thing I did late yesterday, just to get out of the house, I went charity shopping, looking at the charity shops, and was amazed how empty they are. I went to two, and they're both incredibly empty. They had very little. They're in desperate need of summer clothes and different things. So the rest of my afternoon, I'm going to be decluttering and having a look. I've told the boys, if you've got some summer clothes you don't wear or don't want, please put them out and we'll donate them to charity. So yeah, that's it for Christmas. If you can do something for someone else, even if it's just donate some stuff to charity, that'll be really great in your area. We have a hashtag hashtag going here in Cairns called Keep It in Cairns. I'm still working on Movember, and I have sold a couple of more items that will go to Movember donation to different people who have asked for things. I really thank the subscribers who have posted their pictures on Instagram or sent me pictures or posted them on Facebook, who are joining in the Movember AU hashtag and promoting men's health. Tomorrow, Sunday, where I did go to the Atherton market, and I'll do a last week, and I will do a little video later, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we're heading up to Kuranda, which is up on the Tablelands. There is a tourism attraction up there that is having an Indigenous art and craft sale show. They have Indigenous dancers there. The reason I want to go to that is the people who own it have been in Cairns for years, and they own several tourism attractions around town, and they are absolutely lovely people. They were greatly involved in the Liz Plummer Cancer Centre, getting that established, and they established the Couch Wellness Centre. A lot of their money went into that and really pushed for it. Unfortunately, Charlie died last year, and yes, he died of bowel cancer because he didn't take care of himself. I had a big meeting this week, and his wife was at the meeting, and she said they're just such lovely people. So we're heading up there. I'm not a big fan of Indigenous art, but I do have a few friends who like it. And then we'll kick on to the Kuranda market. Kuranda market is like, I guess you call a bit alternative indie market. A lot of people who live up there are self-sustaining, live alternative lifestyles, but they make some really nice handmade stuff. So hopefully I'll have a bit of a video on what I bought at both markets later in the week. But don't forget, if you want to participate in Movember, anything in the mauve colour range, including purple, I'm not fussy, and post your pictures with hashtag MovemberAU to either Instagram or join our Make Along group and put them on our Facebook page, or email me and I will give you permission to post them. So with Christmas coming, my eldest son posts quite a bit on Facebook. He's quite political, but he does follow a guy who occasionally I quite like what he puts up there, Joe Plum. Sometimes I don't like the political stuff, but this week I saw this and thought it was very relevant for my Christmas. So his quote this Christmas, buy local, buy handmade, buy from someone you know, buy from the self-employed. Remember, the big stores don't do a little jig when they make a sale. So make someone jig this year. So guys, remember, we have Yarny Sisters on Etsy. There are lots of indie dyers out there. There are lots of local people. We have locals here who craft beer, make chocolates, all sorts of things. Hopefully I'm going to be, I'll just reach over here, buying stuff from local. I'm not going to send as many overseas Christmas gifts this year. I did quite a bit last year. I'm going to put my money to the regional council's Christmas appeal, but I did decide I may send a few cards with little things in, and I went to my craft store across the road. Traditionally in my family, if you're new to the channel, at Christmas, I have so many siblings, and we just send a unique Christmas decoration for their tree. I haven't been able to get a lot to send overseas, but I have found a little something I may send to different people that are crafty and may use them. But yeah, thank you, Sandy. I love my keyring. Is that awesome or what? Just unbelievable. I was thinking of trying to crochet or knit a pillow with my logo, and my son said, that is too hard. You would be better off getting it printed. Sandy at Left Right Crochet, you have a big, kind and generous heart. Thank you. To all my subscribers, thank you for keep following my yarn adventures. To my new subscribers, there goes another plane. I hope you stick around and keep following my yarn adventures right through the year and into next year. I have noticed Hirschners and a lot of people in the Northern Hemisphere were hanging with their gnomies before I go. I used to collect garden gnomes that were made locally by a guy. I don't know what happened. His shop closed down and he just disappeared. But I'm hanging, and I hope you're not easily offended because she's a bit raunchy, my gnomie, Marilyn, the Christmas gnome. She's flashing her G-string. So there you go. Hanging with my gnomie, guys. Have fun. Make sure you have one crafty day and stay safe. Until next time, bye for now.